Good evening. Welcome to another edition of the Pandemic Paulcast. Sorry, it's been a few weeks since you heard from me last. It's been a busy time here. Had a bit of last week off, and what better day to start a return to the Pandemic Paulcast, at least on a weekly basis or so, than, of course, Poutine PThursday. As you know, the nationwide shortage or a surplus of potatoes and cheese, it has not stopped. It continues. So we must all pitch in. Do our part. And what better way to do that with some poutine? So hope you're doing well. Lots going on here. Oh, and of course a little oatmeal stout from Alchemy Brewing. Look at that. We're almost at the minute mark and I haven't said anything meaningful. Hey, as you might remember, there was a TRU survey that went around probably about a month ago or so, asking for your feedback on TRU's response to COVID-19, and they asked admin, faculty, both TRUFA faculty and TRULFA OLFMs, and also QP staff about the university's response to COVID-19 and workplace staff and everything like that. So results are out. I think the university is going to be sharing that tomorrow. At least we got a first of a few series of town halls, and there'll be one, I believe, for OLFMs coming up. But I'm looking at a slide right now. Question number 2: top 3 remote working supports that are helpful to you. Staff said IT services, faculty said Moodle support, that came in at 21%. Admin said IT services, that came in at 33.5%. And there it is, right on the slide for the entire university to see, OLFM's daily Paulcasts. And I think the funny part about that is, and first of all, thank you, I appreciate that much. I'm glad it's been of help. The best part is that, of course, the rest of the university will be looking at this and going, what the hell's a podcast? And how do we get one? And it's just for you, OLFMs, just for you. So anyway, thank you. I appreciate the feedback, and also bless you for confusing the rest of the university. I can't wait to see how that all turns out. So a few little bits of information for you. Just a reminder that we may get some more information from the university tomorrow about the latest sort of updates to a work from home policy, but the whole team continues to be working off-site. So there's no imminent return to campus for all of the OL team. We're all working from our own homes, and again, our schedules are a little bit different sometimes based on childcare or the way in which we want to work. Some folks are working really early in the morning till mid-afternoon. Some of us are working a little later in the morning till into the evening. Hey, it's almost 6 o'clock. Still going. So just a reminder about that. So if you do try to reach people, best to do so through email. You won't reach them at the office, at least for now. So as part of that, of course, we're still not running in-person exams for all of our OL courses. So the exams situation is a lot smoother than it certainly was in March or April. Got a lot of students taking courses, exams through ProctorU, some through alternate assessments, but we're continuing to reevaluate that on a course-by-course basis as we go, and in some cases there are some alternate assessments that maybe we need to update, and some courses will move to ProctorU, and maybe there's some courses where we have ProctorU where we might need to create an alternate assessment, especially for those students who can't use ProctorU particularly well. Other news for you. A reminder too, this is from Matt, and reminded that, and Sarah would say the same, a reminder that if you as an OLFM are struggling, we've got certainly increased enrollments. There's lots of stuff going on for you too, I'm sure. If you're a faculty member at another institution, you're probably busy preparing your courses for the fall in ways that you haven't had to before. But if you're struggling with the workload and you need some assistance, please do not hesitate to reach out to delivery support, because they can help, and we really need to hear from you if you're having a rough time and even just keeping up with the workload. So we're there to help, and please don't hesitate to reach out. The other thing I was going to say is we are switching, upgrading our Moodle over the summer. We'll be moving to Moodle 3.9, which has just come out fairly recently, in fact. So stay tuned for more information about that over the coming weeks. And as you may know, we've been implementing a bit of a cleanup of course lists, at least the student lists in your courses. And we're starting with trying to remove students, or at least prevent them from showing up in your course list, those students who sign up for a course and then drop either right away or shortly thereafter. Those students will stop, or probably already have stopped, from appearing in your course list. And we're also working on making sure that those students who have completed the course and finished, and we're going to try to set a time frame, maybe like 60 days or even 90 days if we have to. But after that point, they won't show up in your course list anymore. They will still be there in the background, so their accounts and their information and stuff is not disappearing. But you're not going to have to sort through that to figure out who are your students who are active right now, and who are these other names on the list who either dropped at one point or finished their courses a while back. So I think that'll be good news, especially for you as you're going through your course list, especially if you have a really high enrollment one. There can be a lot of names there sometimes that aren't names you have to deal with on a regular basis. So we're trying to clean that up for you, and I think the move to 3.9 for Moodle is going to be a really successful one, and we'll have more information for you about that soon. So that's it really for me for tonight. Cheers from the corner of 3rd and St. Paul here in downtown Kamloops. Wishing you well. Please don't hesitate to reach out to, again, delivery support or to me if you've got any questions or things we can do, or any questions you'd like me to address in a future podcast. Happy to do that. Hope you're having a wonderful summer so far. Take care, and we'll talk to you very soon. Thanks.